Thank you, Ashraf, for expanding the previous question on what worship is. So for this question, you mentioned the words creative spirit, God, source, the universe. You know, for me, growing up, when we were taught to pray, it felt as if we were praying to a God that is separate from us. Can you expand a little bit on that? And then, is it important to believe in God, especially if we want to participate in this program?
So, you say people are praying to a God separate from them. So this is the thing. A lot of people think that, they have a perspective that God is outside, somewhere, located in time and space. God is a thing, a form. And some people believe this whole world is God. The teaching that I share with you is that there really is only God, the actual, that is ever-living, everlasting, ever-existing, benevolent, the one all-powerful, creative, causative. And then there is the apparent, the created world. We are part of the created world. The created world, as I said earlier on, is effect. And the created world doesn't have any power. Nobody and nothing has any power. So the created world depends on God, God alone being the independent. God is like a torch and we are like the light beam, to make it, a metaphor for you to understand that God exists and we are temporary existence because of the one that really exists. The torch produces the light beam. The light beam doesn't produce the torch. The light beam has no effect on the torch. We have no power. We the light beam. God is the torch, so to speak. And so in this teaching, the relationship we have with God is not I'm separate, there's a me and there's God. There is only God. That is uncreated, unproduced. We are the created, we are the produced. We don't really exist. We are made up beings in a made up world. We are temporary beings. This is the humility in our awareness and recognition of God, the one power that always is operating, reigning supreme. So, I trust that gives you a little bit more information. And the second part of your question there is it important to believe in God if you want to participate in this program? Firstly, we don't believe in God, or we don't believe in a God. That's from the mind. If you submit your mind, if you release, if you surrender, you will have the experience of connection beyond your sense of self. And then you can realize that you are because of the one power, and you can experience being cared for and considered by the one power, being loved and supported by the one power. You can experience the care that exists for you from the one uncreated, unique and supreme, all great, all gracious, benevolent power. Through your knowing, your awareness, that is your knowing, you experience God. And that's when you experience being supported, and then you experience being sorted. You experience things working out for you. You dream something into being and it becomes. So there's no belief in God that's required. But as you go through the program and you engage with the releases, you get to a point of security, and from there you'll get to a point of selffulness and satisfaction, and you'll have the experience of God and the power of God in your life.